As of 9:52 a.m. Eastern Time, Nuburu, trading under the ticker NUBURU, is at $0.38 per share, down about 4.9% on the session. It's been volatile, trading in a tight range today between $0.36 and just under $0.40 on significant volume of over 73 million shares. But the daily chart, or even the stock price, isn't the real story. The real story is that this company is in a fight for its very survival, and its most recent financial reports, prior to its latest capital raise, included a going concern warning. This is a clause that essentially means the auditors have substantial doubt about the company's ability to continue operating for the next year. This isn't your typical tech growth story. It's a binary bet on a complete and total strategic overhaul. Most people who have heard of Nuburu associate it with its core technology, high-power, high-brightness blue lasers. The expectation was that this was a niche industrial play, a company that would supply advanced tools for welding reflective metals like copper, a critical need for the electric vehicle battery and electronics industries. That was the narrative. But the reality is that this business model failed to produce meaningful results. The company's revenue in 2024 was negligible, collapsing over 92% to just over $150,000 for the entire year while it burned through cash. As of the second quarter of 2025, the company reported an EBITDA loss of $12.1 million and had a dangerously low cash balance of just $111,090. That's not a typo. $111,000. That's the reality that shattered the old expectation. So, the Nuburu that exists today is a completely different animal from what it was a year ago. It is in the midst of a radical, last-ditch pivot. The company is actively trying to transform itself from a niche laser component supplier into a full-fledged defense, security, and operational resilience contractor. This isn't a minor shift, it's a complete change of identity. This transformation plan is what's driving every bit of the stock's recent volatility. You saw the stock pop just last week on October 22nd when the company announced a strategic framework agreement with Maddox Defense to establish a joint venture. This is the new narrative. Forget industrial welding, think defense technology. To execute this, Nuburu has been on an acquisition and partnership spree. It created Nuburu Defense LLC to be its hub for this new operation. It's in the process of acquiring a controlling stake in Tekne S.p.A., an Italian company with existing defense and security operations, and a SaaS startup named Orbit SRL, which focuses on operational resilience. The bull case is that Nuburu can plug its proprietary blue laser intellectual property into these new platforms to create advanced defense applications. The company is already guiding for its first defense-related billings, about $500,000 in the fourth quarter of this year. This is the story, the hope that traders on platforms like the Robinhood app are buying into. It's a pure speculation on a turnaround, a classic high-risk, high-reward penny stock. This is not the kind of stock that Fidelity Wealth Management or a Schwab Intelligent Portfolios robo-advisor would ever include in a retirement plan. But to fund this transformation, Nuburu had to get cash, and fast. That $111,000 balance wouldn't last a week. So in September, the company executed a public offering, raising $12 million. While this was absolutely necessary for survival, it's the only reason the lights are still on, it came at a high cost to existing shareholders. The offering involved issuing a massive number of new common shares and pre-funded warrants, creating significant dilution. This is the central tension. The company is selling its future to fund its present. The $12 million buys them time to execute the acquisitions and try to land contracts, but it also makes it harder for the stock to appreciate as the total number of shares has expanded. This is why you see such high volume. It's a constant churn of speculative traders, not the stable accumulation you'd see in Apple stock or Nvidia stock. When we look at who actually owns this company, the picture becomes even clearer. This is not an institutional favorite. In fact, institutional ownership is almost non-existent at around 1%. The major holders you do see, like Vanguard or Geode, are almost certainly holding it as part of broad market index funds like Fidelity mutual funds that track the total market. There are no major active funds at Fidelity Investments or Interactive Brokers building a high conviction position here. This is a stock dominated by retail traders, which explains its extreme sensitivity to press releases and social media chatter. It's the definition of self-investing in the high-risk category. So, what does Nuburu actually do? Or rather, what did it do? Its core technology, the blue laser, is genuinely interesting. Unlike infrared lasers, the blue light wavelength is much more effective at welding reflective metals like copper and aluminum without creating the spatter and defects that are common with older methods. This has clear applications in building battery packs for EVs, consumer electronics, and 3D printing. The expectation was that companies like Tesla stock suppliers would be natural customers. But the company failed to commercialize this IP at scale. The new plan is to repurpose this tech for defense, suggesting it could be used for more advanced applications in aerospace and military hardware. This brings us to the future outlook, which is a stark choice between two extreme possibilities. The bull case, the new expectation, is that this pivot works. The company successfully closes its acquisition of Tekne, navigating the complex Italian golden power regulations that govern strategic defense assets. It integrates its laser tech, its new SaaS platform, and its defense JVs to start landing real, recurring contracts. It meets its Q4 billing target and shows a clear path to growing revenue in 2026. In this scenario, the $12 million was the bridge to a new viable business model, and those who bought the stock under 40 cents see a massive return. This is the scenario that many who use SoFi Invest for their active investing are hoping for. Then there is the reality of the bear case. The going concern warning was not just a formality. The company is still burning cash. The $12 million might not be enough if the acquisitions drag on or if new contracts don't materialize quickly. The Italian government could block the full acquisition of Tekne, scuttling a core part of the defense strategy. In this scenario, the company burns through its new capital, revenue remains near zero, and by mid-2026 it faces another delisting notice and a financing crisis, this time with even fewer options. This is the risk of online investment in microcap stocks. I have to ask you, comment below, do you think Nuburu's pivot into the defense sector will actually work, or is this just a last-ditch effort to survive? In the end, Nuburu is a fascinating case study in expectation versus reality. The initial expectation was a high-tech industrial laser company with cutting-edge IP. The reality was a business with near-zero revenue, a catastrophic cash burn, and a going concern warning. The new expectation is a nimble, fast-moving defense tech integrator. The new reality is that this is an incredibly complex, high-risk transformation funded by a dilutive capital raise with huge regulatory and execution hurdles. This stock is not an investment in the traditional sense. It is a speculative bet on a complete corporate resurrection.